Alright, gang, what I wanted to shoot for this video is an end of the week check-in. I want you to grade yourselves in these 5 areas. Score is 1 to 5, 1, 2, 3, or 5. 5 is outstanding, I'm completely happy. 1 is I am extremely unsatisfied. 3 is in the middle, good, okay? End of the week check-in in these 5 areas. 1 is your body. How does your body feel? Does it feel good, pain-free? Does it feel like were you consistent with your exercise this week? 2 to 4 times, 5 times, whatever that is. Put a little mark there. We're gonna explain what we're gonna do after this. Number 2, your mind. Have you been focusing on things that are within your control, things that you can influence, or things that are out of your control, negative thoughts, stressful thoughts? Where has your mindset been? Have you been managing your stress well? Have you been reactive? Have you been proactive? Grade yourself. Your relationships. So these are relationships outside of yourself. Me, I have these 2 beautiful pups. One's looking at me right now to throw the ball. Your significant other, if you have one. Your family, your friendships, your colleagues, your work. I left work specifically out of this, focusing more on ourselves, but it could be relationships with people at work. Where are they and how are they? Number 4, your sleep. How has your sleep been so far this week? Has it been restful? Have you been not been getting up in the middle of the night? Have you been getting to sleep at an appropriate time and getting a good range of sleep, 7 to 8 hours? Have you been waking up and getting out of bed within a couple minutes, or have you been hitting snooze? And the last one is your nutrition. How has your food been? Have you been nourishing your body? Are you eating foods that you're proud of, that you'd put on a billboard of the things that you would eat, and you'd be proud of what you've been consuming, and your body is responding well to those things? Have you been preparing? Have you been eating things that help you not only feel better, but perform better and help you recover? Or have you been impulse eating? Have you been lackluster in your meal prep? Have you been eating a little bit off the grid or not as much and feel like you're not performing well? Things of that nature. So give yourself a little bit of a grade in each category. Then what I would love for you to do is, it's one thing to just have awareness. That's the first step. The second is look at those categories. And those categories that maybe are a 3 or less, I encourage and really challenge you to pick one thing, one little thing that you can do that's going to move the needle for you in the right direction over the next week. Example, let's go to nutrition. Let's say you didn't really meal prep this week, or you did 2 days, but not out of the 5, 6, or 7 that you should have. Well, maybe one thing that you could commit to is isolating particular days, like Sunday and Thursday, to meal prep out a bulk of your proteins and your carbohydrates so it's easier to grab and go and sets you up for success the rest of the week. What is one thing in those 3 or less categories that you can do and will commit to that will move the needle for you in the right direction, that you can look back on in a week or 2 or 4 or however further away from that moment to say, I made the strides, and now it's not a 3, it's a 4, or moving towards a 5. What's that thing you can do?